What's good? What is the haps on the craps? What's the hap on the craps? Beverly Rose in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I got my Cubans. Yes, sir. Miami Snoopy 305, Jess Marshall, what's good? Jay Good, Macadon 1, Lowland Profits, Michael James, King in my hood, Texas. What is happening? Like that name, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Beverly Rose. Good. I got you. I got your number. I got you on lock. I'm doing my Burt Sugar. This is my Burt Sugar cigar. Aaron Parker, what's going on? Big Chief Boxing. Omega Red, what's good? David Scott III, what's happening? Lorenzo Bond, what's going on? Jeff Marshall, what's good? Steve Lamont Hawkins, what's going on, man? Salute to you. I'm starting an argument today. I'm telling you right now, I'm about to argue with y'all today. We starting fights today. Also, for people that didn't know, this is the book that I was talking about, Boxingiana. I had it in my other room about the UK. You guys, if you can find this, a rare book, relatively rare book. If you can find it, great book, great read on the sport of boxing. What is this? What is this? Oh, yeah, let's pause this right here. Yeah, let's pause that right there. I got what I needed. Salute Gregory Wyatt in the building. Much love. J Bird 904. I dedicated a video to you today, so check that out, man. J Bird, I got you. I dedicated a video to you. Corey Yellowman Jackson. What's good? Ashy Knuckles. Salute, Ashy Knuckles. Brian S says salute. Yes, to smash that like on the way in. Harold Jones. Toot Robinson. What's good, man? Top Rank is joined Matchroom will be known for now as the Duck Rank Zone. Yeah, man, we're gonna get into that. Mir, what's going on, man? PGH Big Dog, what's happening? Tunnel Vision. For now, people always expect BBC to bow down to everyone. Shake my head. Look, man, I'm gonna take a different angle on this because I got a lot of heat for a video I did yesterday. Shout out to everybody else. Nine sparking up. I don't smoke. I just want to look cool and plus let y'all know that I got to figure out how I'm going to auction off some of these fine Cuban cigars that I got. I got some going to some people, but these are Romeo and Julieta from Habana. We got one of these jokes right here. You speak Spanish, that's what that is. That's what this is. We got these two. And I'm going to be giving giveaways to cats. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. What's going on, BFTV Boxing? Oh, yeah, look, man. People got real hot. So let me get into this. Yesterday, Joe Rogan interviewed, and I know I heard that I just caught the tail end of Trill Boxing Talk. Just the tail end of a Trill Boxing Talk. And they were talking about, but at the end of the Trill Boxing Talk, they were talking about Terence Crawford. Yesterday, he was him and Bo Mack was smiling like some giddy kids to talk to. Oh, they was happy. Yeah. We get to talk to Joe Rogan. Yeah. They were amped up about the Joe Rogan show. And then I did a video and I got some heat. Where you at, Drink More Water? I'm looking for you. You want that smoke? You usually want the smoke. Show up for the smoke. Show up for the Cuban smoke today. Show up for the Cuban smoke. Because I'm telling you, what's going on B&B Boxing? Yeah, I watched that shot an hour ago. What was that? Jayberg 904, was your video about Showtime might end boxing? Yeah, no, well, I can't remember which one. I've done 3. Only one of them are up so far, but one of them. It's either the one that's going to be uploaded after I get done with Anthony Joshua or the one after that where I talk about Lomachenko. I don't know which order I'm going to upload them, but I do all my videos in the morning. But definitely, dude, you shot it out, man. In the building. All right, so let's get to this. I don't know if he's racist or not, but I want you to hear something. He said, Fanon got all the Cuban smoke for y'all. I got all the Cuban smoke for y'all. All the Cuban smoke for you. I want you to listen to something.
Will be there if the fight was ever made. I just think it's, egos. Yeah.
It says egos, but watch this.
Yeah, a lot of other people are going to probably try to do the same thing as well.
Right. That's it.
Too busy, right? Like the UFC had to work with challenge. Like, what do you think is the actual holdup?
I think it has something to do with top ranking, PBC.
So do you think hopefully this is just something that's going to make this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Who want to get most of the plot?
That's probably what it is.
Yes.
Or what network.
Yo, what number? Watch what this dude says. And y'all didn't like when he said it, but I'm going to explain why I focused on this.
Floyd Mayweather has done what he's done and sold the kind of pay-per-views that he sold. It was a lot of pain in the ass, man. I blew it.
I'm having a hard time finding it right when he says it.
It's funny to see what been in boxing for years that
you gotta just stay sleep. There's so many.
I think it's 6:53. He says this. The problem is that I'm with Top Rank. I'll find it after a second because I don't want to steal their shit and get my channel snatched. Now I can't turn it up. But look, I'm just gonna say what it is. It's around 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Yeah, because I was trying to find. Yeah, I was trying to make. What's good, Raul Delero? This is what he said, and I'm gonna tell you why I went with this way. He said the fact that what's going on, Quan 43 said the fact that I'm with Top Rank could cause me problems getting fights. And this is for the cats that are fans of Terence Crawford. He said, when he said that, the first thing I thought was, do you remember how all you guys ran all crazy when Errol Spence Jr. said that he, I can't do it too loud. Yeah, man, that's theft. I'll get a strike for that. I can't do it. But anyway, you remember when everybody ran to town on Errol Spence Jr. when Errol Spence Jr. said other side of the street? Now everybody knew where it was at. Where was Errol Spence Jr. when he said that? He was at a conference. He was in a news conference for after the Sean Porter Udenis Ugas fight. And he had just come out of the ring calling out Sean Porter for a fight with Udenis Ugas. But somebody from the crowd, a friend, somebody that I like, asked him about Terence Crawford. And all the Terence Crawford fans and all the Top Rank fans, Danny Garcia, thank you, Adari T. Everybody ran with the fact that he said two sides of the street. Even though he wasn't talking about Terence Crawford himself, he was talking about Bob Arum. So I just find it real. What's going on, MZ Talks Boxing? I find it real interesting how people can't get the context in which Errol Spence Jr. said that, having been at a press conference for a guy that he is trying to fight for a unified champion, but completely understand the context of everything that Terence Crawford said in that Joe Rogan interview. Lola Prophet said, T-Bud allergic to calling shots, big, large beta male following. Man, look, dude, I'm never going to get into, Spence haters take L's daily. Steve is man down, strap season. We're gonna smoke Bud. Look, man, if that fight doesn't happen, that's on Top Rank. And you guys can't keep, the people that want to do this, you're gonna pick and choose when it's Top Rank and when it's not. This is the same group of people that just stood in the way of a fight that was already being negotiated between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Please point to me one example of the PBC signing a fighter that was in the middle of a negotiation with a top-ranked fighter and convincing them to go fight some series of low-level fights. You're not going to be able to find it. You're not going to be able to find it. The only fighter that is not only welterweight of the champions and the top level welterweights that are not fighting the other top level welterweights is Bud. And it's because he signed to Top Rank. And I'm waiting for, where are you at? Drink more water. I thought I'd be able to go. I thought me and you was going to get into it today. But he don't want to show. Eagle Webb's Boxing said Bud will melt under that Spence heat. I think it'll be a good fight. Oh, we're the cup with them Crawford fan tears. And you know, the Arrow Bud haters, they cry black. They cry black tears. So sweet, so sweet. You sing the Eddie or Bob, I don't. Oh, you sing with Eddie or Bob, I don't support you, bitch. Yeah, see, they cry in black. By the way, I got a little burn on my face because I ate some chicken. I cooked that shit, grease flew out, burned my face, man. So I got to grow a goatee. You'll be seeing me with a goatee for probably a month. I'm probably gonna have to hang out with a goatee. So y'all get to see Fanon in gray. Is the American rainforest still fire? Need to check. What? I'm not sure. He said you drinking wine, and that's no, man. I don't drink, man. I don't know where you are. I'm drinking coffee, man. It's the morning where I am. Oh, the trolls ain't here yet. The trolls will be here in about 15 minutes. Right about now, we just got people that I don't ask for people to hit the like button enough, but I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. That would be awesome. What time is it there, Fanon? I am at 11:30. It's 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. What's going on, Kevin Johnson? Neither fighter has fought against the talent that each has. Neither fighter has fought against the talent that each has. Oh, you're saying that could be true. Errol Spence, I think, has come closer. I think Errol Spence Jr. has come closer than Terence Crawford, though. Yeah, stop acting like hoes and hit the like button. Oh yeah, it's 5:03 in the evening. Yeah, man, it's a morning. I ain't about to do that. Hey, Kevin Johnson, I'm chilling. Just doing my my impersonation of Burt Sugar. I need to get Kurt Sugar one of these so he don't ever show his face really. Gray said, none of y'all really believe Spence will outbox Crawford. Stop it. Why not? I do. Omega Red in the building. Much love. Said, same as when these dudes kept saying Wilder ducked AJ because they begging now. I told them don't play dumb. He said that because he said they was gonna freeze him out. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Y'all playing dumb. Y'all just playing dumb. You know perfectly well who it is. I don't really care though about did you hear? Now my favorite ego, and I'm not talking about Fox Boxing ego. Fred from Barbershop Conversation, bless his soul, man. Dog, did Fred notice that Bomac took a shot at him? Did anybody notice that Bomac took a shot at Fred? So we're gonna stop these barbershop conversations. Y'all notice that? That was a dig like a mug, boy. That was what it do, Philip Redden. Oh man, that was a dig. Like I wish somebody would say something about me. Man, these boys big time. These boys, you say you noticed it? Yes, and yeah, man, he spit in his eye on Joe Rogan. Then why? Yeah, he know. Oh, that was hilarious. I know he wouldn't miss that. Oh, you talking about me? That was hilarious, but he was talking about him. That was shot. These YouTube street famous, Fred should be happy. That's a shout out. You know it is. I need me some shout outs. I need to get on the trail so I can get somebody to diss somebody, but hey, man, I like Bomac. And I like Terence Crawford. I like Terence Crawford a lot. But it is what it is, dog. You got to call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? You got to call a spade a spade. Spade. He said, Fred lives rent-free between Big Mac, Bomac's ears. Hey, man, I think it's all in fun. I think Bomac's a really nice guy, from what I can see. I think the dude's a real nice guy. I actually hate that I didn't get to go up to stop by his gym when it was under construction. They weren't there at the time, but I took some pictures of it when they were still, because they just did some renovation to it maybe 2-3 years ago. He said Fred on Bomac and Carver's. Yeah, man. Fred, hey, dog, don't be pissing off Fred. Fred be going in on you. Fred gets you in his eyesights, and dog, he be going hard at you. Bud needs to fight somebody at 147. He has the weakest opponents in 147. He's going to keep having the weakest opponents too. He's going to keep having them. He's going to keep having them because everybody's at the PBC. Everybody's at the PBC. Bomac took Fred's phone. He gave it back, didn't he? I didn't get to see the video. I saw some of the stuff on one of those channels. Crush the Legend. I agree. I'm not sure what you agree with. I want to catch Fred live one of these days, but he go on at midnight East Coast time. Yeah, it's in the evening. It's late. I haven't seen even his shows either, man. I get to watch a little Trill Boxing Talk. Book title again. Pierce Egan's Boxiana. Very good book. That's a top-ranked formula, but Khan was still with the PBC when Bud fought him. Yeah, man, but see, that's the thing. The PBC's not promoters. They're not promoters. So I don't really even get it. These are a bunch of independent contractors, man, when Terence Crawford, the promoter for Errol Spence is Errol Spence. And I really find that funny how these cats keep forgetting that he's the promoter for himself. I could see if you're talking about Gervonta Davis, who is promoted by Floyd Mayweather. But Al Heyman is not Errol Spence's promoter, it's his manager and advisor. And when Errol Spence was right there with Bob Arum, was like, call me. You're going to call me? Let me call my promoter. Oops, it's me. Why does Al Heyman get a lot of hate when he actually does a lot of good for the sport of boxing? Es la chocolato. I wish I could speak Spanish. How you say, because he chocolate? Because he chocolate and he ain't cutting them in. How about that? Because he ain't cutting them in. See, Jay Cooley, salute to you for 9 in the chat. Bud wants that bag, and that lost. He knows he's not beating Spence. I believe he thinks. I believe the blood. Yeah, chocolate, because he's chocolatito. That's what it is. Because he's the real chocolatito. Because he's chocolatito. That's why. And he ain't riding with them dudes. And he got all the fighters. All of the, we said, Cundiado, chocolate, El Negro, yeah, whatever it is, you get the point. That's what come on, man. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same. You know that shit? One of these things ain't like the other. And one of these things just isn't the same. That's what I think. Yeah, Sir Flame, I believe why wouldn't he think that he, El Moreno. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't think he can win. He's a great fighter. Salute, what's going on, Big Rough Boxing? Salute, Professor Fanon. My need to go gray. Okay, man, need to go gray. A little mascara touch-up does wonders. If it's a black man's secret to build perfect. Hell no, Rough. I ain't put no damn mascara on my shit. I'm great. Dog, look, man, if I can't get no loving like I am, if I can't get loving like I am, I don't deserve the loving. If me having a little gray hair on my head is going to keep me from doing what I want to do, I'm just a whack individual. I believe in overcoming. I'm bald and I'm gray. It is what it is. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? If I can't work past that, what am I going to do when I'm 70? Because then I'm going to be real old and grayer. You know what I mean? You gotta have your game, dog. You gotta work. It's like, when you can't be using the same, when you're 18, you can jump, you can run and do all of that stuff, dog. You get a little 25, 26, 35, you start slowing down. You gotta change the game up. For 9, gray means wisdom. Hey, man. Or stress. Either way you want to do it. I went gray early, though, man. I went gray like in my I was going gray in my late 20s, early 30s. First time it started coming around here. I think this might all be white now. As for this one, Al Heyman is just being smart business-wise. Money is raining at home, so why the heck is he going outside? But see, dude, it's not Heyman. Heyman's the guy's advisor, man. I don't see the dude standing in the way of fights. Should be fantastic. He's not, dog. He's not their promoter. He's not their promoter. Those guys have control over their careers. He can't make people fight one another, and he can't prevent people from fighting. And he can't. I guess he could prevent it if he wanted, but he ain't making those guys fight each other. He ain't keeping people from fighting it. I can't see. Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet, Jaquan Thompson, but I heard really good things about that guy whose name I'm forgetting right now. Yeah, but he's a connector. That's pretty cool. From what I heard, I haven't seen it yet. For the record, Bud would beat Mayweather too. For the record, get out of here, man. Come on, man. Y'all don't make superheroes out of people. Well, he ain't got to be a superhero to beat Floyd. But nah, man, he's not as good as Floyd. Come on, man. Gray is the stress of so much wisdom. Thank you, man. Oh, man, but it is what it is. Legendary Duke, thank you very much, man. Steven, you drunk this morning. Who's? Oh, yeah. You might be a little bit tipsy on that. And I mean, that's not even really worth speculating about, man. Because they're never going to fight. But remember this. Who held up quiz? Terence Crawford had somebody that he could fight. That's a future Hall of Fame fighter, right? He's a future Hall of Fame fighter. He's one of the cash cows of boxing. And he should have had the opportunity to fight him. But he wasn't able to. Woolbag said exactly, Bob Arum. And Bob Arum admitted keeping Terence Crawford from fighting Manny Pacquiao. If Bob Arum would stand in the way of Manny Pacquiao fighting Terence Crawford, why would you think that he wouldn't stand in the way of him fighting Errol Spence? And what reason did he give? He gave because he said he knew what the outcome of the fight was going to be. And that wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work for Manny Pacquiao. He didn't want to get Manny Pacquiao beat, is what he said. He didn't want Bud to fight him because he didn't want to have Manny Pacquiao beat. I'm telling you, Bob Arum doesn't make championship fights unless it's a ton of money, like he's cashing out, like with Pacquiao Mayweather, or he thinks his fighter can win the fight. If it's a 50-50 fight, he's going to wait till it's a cash out. Man, this dude ain't stupid. The dude ain't stupid. Bob Arum's a lot of things, but he ain't stupid. Oh, Fanan said it ain't gray, it's platinum. Yeah, my shit's actually white. I got my hair went gray and it's like white. Like it ain't platinum, it ain't silver. It's straight up white like a piece of paper. Miami Snoopy. Oh, Bud fighting is mandatory, of course. And that's who he's going to keep fighting. Come on, man. Bob rather have in-house fights, but they don't have the fighters. Yeah, that's because they're falling apart. I did another video today. Man, ESPN Bob Arum and those dudes are not doing well over there at Top Rank. Their numbers suck. Their numbers are terrible, man. Terrible numbers for Top Rank, man. 400,000, 500,000 on a network as big as ESPN, and their fights are doing 400,000, 500,000 viewers. Their numbers are literally lower than Showtime's are. The fight with Navrati did average 490,000. Yeah, Frederick Douglass White. My shit, Frederick Douglass White. Average 400. Man, I got the number right here, man. Let me. Oh, my notes. Where is my notes? Oh, Steve Kim's line there. Yeah, Navrati did 471,000. Shakur Stevens averaged 530,000. And Ray Beltran versus Ray Beltran's last fight, which I think was against Richard Comey, was averaged 490,000. Gervonta Davis on Showtime averaged 553,000 on Showtime. ESPN and DAZN are tanking. Their viewership numbers suck. And DAZN, you know DAZN has never had 500,000 people watch any of their fights. And they're paying like $30 million. They're paying $40 million for 400,000 people to watch a fight. These guys trying to spin their way past the BBC is turning into a joke. You have a little bit, the legitimate battle is between Fox and Showtime. Because I do believe that's an issue for Showtime. That Fox is offering up all that money to PBC fighters. The PBC, and that's what they don't like about these dudes. These dudes are killing the game. They're killing the game. The rest of these guys are struggling to try to catch up. Man, this dude is just a scumbag, dude. This dude is a scumbag. Nigga, you got the meaning, dude. No more comment, homie. This motherfucking dude. Wow. This guy's a scumbag. This guy at work that we're dealing with work. What a scumbag. What a scumbag. Dude, stop trying to swell up prices, man. Get a job. This dude trying to get somebody to get him out of bankruptcy or something. Fuck up out of here, man. Miami Stupid, what is your... I know what you're talking about. Sending you an article on Showtime versus Fox. I got it. I didn't see the article. I saw the... I saw an excerpt from it on a comment with Steven Espinoza. I did see that, and I commented it on my video. Yeah, dude's a scumbag, man. This guy is like... Dude, he did like $30,000 worth of work. They told the dude, look, man, we're canceling this agreement because somebody signed a deal with you that we know that we don't want to do. We don't want to do the work. So we will pay you X amount of money and we're going to be done. But this dude just kept charging more and more and more and more money against it as if he can just keep charging monthly fees when we've already told him that, look, man, we're not going to continue with this. So this dude trying to swell up a bill from $33,000 all the way up to $100,000. Like, dude, you can't just keep charging us fucking forever when you know damn well we said we're not going to continue this agreement. Number one, we never wanted to enter into it. Somebody bound us to this agreement that didn't have the right to do so. Now, you acted in reliance on that, and that's reasonable. But after you know that dude couldn't enter in that agreement, then, dude, you got to cut the fucking ties. You got a duty to mitigate your loss. But what you're doing is you're just trying to add a bunch of extra shit, then start a negotiation, delay it, keep billing, come back, delay it, and think that you can just charge somebody $100G? Man, kick rocks, dude. And I don't even believe this dude is kick rocks. Kick rocks. This shit's 2 years old, dude. You're just gonna bill us every month like you still working. Like you got a team of people programming every day. Get out of here. Anyway, man, Catsby Stevie sounds like you might be dealing with Uncle Bob, dog. Bob Arum wouldn't do that. That shit is just somebody somebody got a struggling business and is trying to like take this approach. He's gonna make a bill that's so huge that he thinks he'll be able to settle for something significantly less than that, which is still more than he deserved. And what we're gonna say is, we'll see you in court. Okay? We'll see you in court. We already told you to stop doing the work. If you continue to have people working for you that you don't really even have working for you, just stop lying. What's going on, Black Mixed with Blacks? New Orleans in the building. Yes, sir. What's good? Anyway, man, bro, I'm just starting all my kids. Grown folk think they're brother to they call me dad. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, about that. Fox might put Showtime out of business because how great Fox is doing. No, I don't think so. They're just going to compete for the bigger fighters. They're going to compete for the pay-per-view thing. But, Showtime, it's tough to compete with Fox because Fox is killing it. But I don't think they're going to drive them out of business because that's one of the major things for Showtime is as far as getting subscribers to their network is boxing. And they just recombined with their parent company just merged, merged with Viacom. So, theoretically they could have access to a bigger budget. But we'll see, regardless of what the case is. Showtime boxing is good. Fox Sports boxing is very, very good as well. Yeah, Viacom, CBS, 37 billion. Thanks, Adari T. So, what's going on, King Louis Boxing? For nine, I would pay $100 to watch you smash Steve Kim or Eddie Hearn on a debating on YouTube. Keep your money in your pocket. Why would I talk to? First of all, you got to actually want to have a conversation with somebody that you respect. I have zero respect for Steve Kim. Steve Kim, and like I said, I did it on a video. I did a video today. Steve Kim comes out with this. He says, come on, man. Honestly, first of all, when you start with honestly, I know you're lying. You ain't got to tell me honestly. Honestly, you are lying. I have no idea about the future of Showtime's boxing franchise. I'd still hate to see it go. I'd still hate to see it go just for the Showbox franchise alone. When those dates are given to proper promoters, you see a lot of very good young boxers. When they're given to proper promoters, not improper promoters. Honestly, you don't know. Then Steven Espinoza just said, man, we ain't going nowhere. Why would you throw that out there, Steve? If you don't know, then shut up. I don't know, but I'm just putting it out there in the wind for people to suspect and spread that they're going out of business. So, maybe some of these fighters would fight with reputable promoters like Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum and Kathy Duva, the people that are paying me my money when I was with Web Boxing, whatever that crap was he was on, Max Boxing. That dude's terrible, man. Oh, yeah, Maya said Kim ain't the only one. Athletics, Lance Pugmire has a Q&A with Espinoza where he basically trying to pit Showtime against Fox. Espinoza didn't bite though. Yeah, dude, look, man, just because you know how to write well doesn't mean you're not a troll. Okay? You're just a troll that can write. That's it. You're a paid troll that knows where to put a semicolon. Oh, Inoue is my pound for pound number one fighter in boxing. Steve Kim got Noah Inoue, the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing, and that ain't a troll? Dog, that's why I'm like, okay, really? All right, I'm moving Gervonta Davis into my top 5 pound for pound right now. Okay? Because if Monster Inoue is the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing, man, Gervonta Davis must be a Hall of fucking Famer. Okay? He must be a Hall of Famer. If you can just put somebody up there because he won a belt at 112 and 117. 112. And he moved all the way up to 115. And then he moved all the way up to 118. He's got 3 belts within 6 pounds of each other. The dude could take a piss and drop 3 weight classes. And he's pound for pound number 1. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Sean Porter shaved his head. But Sean Porter could cut off his braids and lose a weight class at that weight. Okay? You kidding me? You kidding me? You get Monster Inoue. That's a dude. Monster Inoue. What? Monster Inoue and Chocolatito. Soy Roy Vasai and Estrada. Oh, the killers in boxing. The killers in boxing. These guys are murderers out there. They got the fans just waiting to know when their next fight is. Yeah, that's the future of boxing. That's the future of boxing. Get out of here, dude. I know I saw Monster. I know I saw Monster in the way. In a scene of Game of Thrones, dog. He was one of them little dudes. He was one of them little dudes in the midget play. Just get out of here, man. Signing with a promotion that blocks fights. They are not blocking this one. How do you know that? Oh, who is that? I'm just mad his name is Monster. It's a great nickname, but dog, you don't make it to the pound for pound because you got a good nickname. Dog, fight Gervonta Davis. They're the same damn height. They got the same height. Dude, look, let me tell you these con jobs. Like Navrati. That's why they do 471,000 people watching on ESPN. Because 471,000 people could accidentally pass by ESPN just to see if there's a replay of bowling. Oh, I meant to turn to ESPN Classic. I thought Earl Anthony was on ESPN Classic. What's this crap? Who is this dude? Navrati fighting at 120, 5'11 and a half. Fighting at 122 pounds, dog. Fighting at 122 pounds. Looking like this at everybody he fights. Oh, and wait till he gets him up on the pound for pound list. For nine, if this dude is a monster, he's in the Garden Gnome class. Advice to Bud, Little Man Crawford: if you value your legacy, don't climb in the ring with Errol, man down Spence Jr. Hey, man. Hey, I want to see him fight. He said Jeff Horn beats them both in UNO. Jeff is gear at UNO. What is that? Is that the Australian? Is that the something in Australia? Jeff Horn ducked Errol Spence, just like Tim Bradley ducked Errol Spence, just like Sean Porter ducked him before he fought him. Just come on, man. Ain't nobody worried about no Jeff Horn, man. I'd like to see him get back in there and fight. He got dusted off nice and easy. Nice and easy by Terence Crawford. Nice and easy. Rudy B. Moore needs to have a seat. Who's Rudy B. Moore? Oh, hey, man, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Them dudes a joke. They can't wait to replace us with some mystery character. Yeah, pretty much. They're always trying to find. Look, I'm telling you, watch. UNO is my game. I'm not sure what that is. Look, man, you just look at their pound for pound list, dude. I'm telling you, it always falls into this. I've said it before, and I've never been proven wrong. You're either 5 of their top 10 pound for pounds are going to consist of Mexicans and blacks. 5. It's either going to be 3 Mexicans and 2 blacks, or 2 Mexicans and 3 blacks. Oh, every time. And then of the second 5, it's going to be either 2 Asians and 3 Eastern Europeans, or 3 Eastern Europeans and 2 Asians. That's how they split it up. It's not coincidental. That's what they always do. And they try to balance them out between weight, and they're always balanced out between weight classes. Right? You always got a couple little teeny itty bitty dudes that nobody cares about, that they're pushing as a market employee in their pound for pound list, acting as if they've seen these dudes fight. Man, get out of here. Oh, man, Monster in a way, but he beat the defending 112-pound fighter. Who is this dude? Oh, yeah, he's a killer. How big is he? Oh, he's 5'1", 108 pounds, but he's a killer. Get out of here, man. He's on tape asking for the fight. BFTB played it over and over. Spence asked for the fight in Vegas. Drink more water. Yeah, dog. Errol has not said he isn't making the fight because Bud is with Top Rank. You're lying. Don't get thrown out of here lying. The dude just said that he was not leaving 147 pounds until he fought until he fought Errol Spence Jr. Why are you lying? See, that's why I was waiting for you. Drink more water. The resident Terence Crawford mega fanboy, because I'm calling you a fanboy, dog. He isn't okay. He got a belt. Now next, he's fighting for a belt. Yeah, you've been here hiding like a mug. You just got a little something to jump out there. He's big, dog. He's fighting for a belt. He's fighting for a belt, man. But don't worry about it. Bob Arum, see, it's Bob Arum's Alzheimer's that's the problem. How Bob Arum forgot that Al Heyman existed. He forgot that Errol Spence Jr. said call him. Maybe it's just Bob's Alzheimer's. Maybe it's Bob just too old to remember that he knows a guy that he negotiated fights with already. That's what? Yeah, get that out of here. For now, didn't Spence ask Bob and Bud for a fight in Vegas? Or am I lying, bro? I don't remember. I mean, look, man, I'm not saying you lying. I've heard Errol Spence Jr. say that he's going to fight Bud enough time where I know it's the case. People were complaining that he didn't mention that the PBC didn't mention didn't mention Errol Spence, Terence Crawford in their promotion. But then Errol Spence Jr. on Fox, when talking about in an interview, specifically said Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford said Errol Spence Jr. ain't ducking him. Drink more water. Damn. Go argue with Terence Crawford. Go argue with Terence Crawford. Because Terence Crawford said the dude ain't ducking him. He said, the problem is that I'm with Top Rank, and that's preventing me from getting fights. And that's the truth. Okay? Whether or not you want to say it's preventing him because the PBC doesn't want to work with Top Rank. Oh, but Top Rank they're just chomping at the bit. They're just chomping at the bit to work with Al Heyman. The guy they sued. Yeah, I'm sure. The guy that Bob Arum tried to put out of business with a lawsuit, they're just chomping at the bit to work together. He's just chomping at the bit to work with him. Man, get out of here, man. And the thing is, you don't believe it yourself. You don't believe it yourself, which is what gets me. Like Steve Kim. Steve Kim don't believe what he's saying. Steve Kim a liar. He don't believe that. He's smart enough not to believe that. He's making it up. Because if he doesn't, I remember Steve Kim's career. I've watched Steve Kim's career. I remember when him and Dougie Fisher were on Max Boxing. They would do these shows together in the morning. Monday, Dougie's Monday mailbag. Steve Kim was on there. And then Dougie Fisher got a job running Ring Magazine and left Steve Kim over there on Max Boxing. And then Steve Kim used that as a platform to go get a job with Ring, I think he was he started writing for ESPN. He started writing for different organizations. That's his livelihood. Steve Kim does not have a job if promoters cut him off. That's a fact. If promoters do not give him access to fighters, then he is cut off. And the PBC, everybody's getting access to those fighters. Anybody that wants to talk to Errol Spence Jr. will give an exclusive interview to. If you just catch him and ask him, he'll give you the interview. Deontay Wilder will give an interview to anybody, right? Likes Terence Crawford. He likes 78 Sports TV on his channel, but he gives interviews to people. They like it, they like fighters like Terence Crawford, who will only give interviews to Joe Rogan, ESPN. Maybe he'll give one to maybe a fight hype, something like that. But they can keep that business exchange going. Positive press exchange for access, right? Positive press in exchange for access. That's they don't get paid money. They get the exclusive interview. Why do you think Mike Carpenter's getting all this exclusives? Exclusive. Oh, I just saw the contract. Oh, I just saw this contract. Oh, I just got this information from Eddie Hearn. Oh, I just got this inside source. Who do you think the inside source is? The inside source is somebody who works for the promoter that is feeding them information so that they can put it into the Athletic or into the Ring or on whatever website that they're selling and they're getting advertisements for. They ain't grinding. They ain't grinding on YouTube. They're not getting paid by ad revenue and super chats. The fans aren't supporting them. It's the business entities that are supporting them. That's why they pawn that crap out. Look, you want to know what's what? Find out who's paying them. You can say what you want about me. Fanon ain't got a dime from a promoter. Not a dime. I'm not beholden to promoters. The people in the LDBC are the people that fund this channel. You can see it in the super chats. I'll scroll up and find a name. I'm sure there's somebody that super chatted way back up here. Hold on. Let me see the last super chat. It's been a minute. But let's see. Well, ain't nobody funding me right now on the live stream. I'm just joking. I know that my man Omega Red. So we'll just use Omega Red. It doesn't go that far. Ivy Webb. I'm funded by Ivy Webb. Funded by Gary Benson and Jay Good and Jay Bird 904. Cats like that. Sugar Fantastic. Guys like that. Hey, Ivy Webb. Yeah. Brought to you by Ivy Webb. This production brought to you by Ivy Webb. You know, TC to Christ. Here you go, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, I am sorry that I was, I didn't mean to troll for $2, but you do. What am I talking about? You listen, dummy. Talking about boxing. Whoever's advising Bud is giving bad advice. Money only color is green. I don't know, man. If they've given him bad advice, they just probably not. If he wants to get a fight with her. I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad advice. The dude's a millionaire. I mean, I can't say that. I mean, there's something different from getting what I want as a fan, right? And the guy not being advised correctly. Come on, man. There's so many boxers. Here, a little something. I will appreciate you, man. I don't mean to do that. I really was honestly just looking for one. I don't feel necessary to give a super chat on that. But I will try to take a couple shots at Fahim Satur. I let off a round at Fahim Satur. Why Bud haven't called out anybody outside of Spence? Money. I don't know. He doesn't feel like he has to call anybody out. Hey, dude, it is half that color, though. If Bud wanted big fights in 147, he should obviously go to a network with the big names. Yeah, but he doesn't have to. Just like Tyson Fury. That's a rest haven. That's a rest haven over there at Top Rank. Top Rank's always been like that, man. Top Rank's always been like that. Top Rank, dude, look at these guys' careers that came through Top Rank. If the A player, they're making them, they're into entertainment. They're trying to make fights that look good, that they think they can package and they can sell. They're not looking for the best competition. They're looking for a guy like the matchmaking with Manny Pacquiao is a perfect example. When he was fighting, he fought a bunch of guys with good names who were coming off losses, right? Shane Mosley was on the tail end of his career and had already lost to several people. Oscar De La Hoya got drained down, right? Miguel Cotto had already got beaten up by Margarito. You know, and Manny Pacquiao's a very, very good fighter, but they didn't have any risk. They didn't believe there was any risk to Manny Pacquiao losing those fights. They didn't have any risk. They didn't believe there was any risk to that. But they make the fights good enough and compelling enough where you can have arguments. Oh, yeah, the catch weights. Yeah, catch weights are part of the matchmaking. But, yeah, drain too, of course. Yeah, he cheated. Yeah, but that took a lot out of Cotto. That took a lot of Cotto. Man, Cotto was bleeding all over the place with that Manny Pacquiao fight, but that's coming off of bleeding all over the place against Margarito because he's getting punched with Placer Paris. Man, they did a lot of that. They did a lot of that with Oscar De La Hoya, with the two fights with Julio Cesar Chavez and Pernell Whitaker, which he lost. That was cherry picking gone wrong, but the scorecards they gave the guy to fight anyway. Nah, Pacquiao's been unified. He's never been undisputed. I'm sure he's been unified. Oh, I'm not sure, but I believe he's been unified. I think he was unified at 147. Renee Boxing, salute to you as well. Crawford Ultra fans, relax and enjoy Spence versus Porter. See, those guys ain't really, I don't know, some of these dudes really are super Terence Crawford fans. And I like you guys. I'm a Terence Crawford fan. Y'all just, y'all boy just want to act like if you don't just fucking copulate right away, dog, like if you ain't copulating, you ain't no fan. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here, man. Dude's a good fighter. But I ain't gonna be nuts now. Mike Hennigan, facts for now. The business side of boxing overshadow great fight. Yeah, it does. It really does. I saw your video, Bob Arum called Hearn stupid. Great content, man. I tell you, there is no end to Hearn's stubborn arrogance. Much love, man. And that, yeah, man, and that for that comment. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Spence is Crawford's end game. His end game should be Manny Pacquiao. But they wouldn't give it to him. They didn't want to make a star out of him, dog. Same reason. The reason that Manny Pacquiao did not get that Terence Crawford didn't get Manny Pacquiao is the same reason Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not get Oscar De La Hoya when he was with Top Rank. He ain't making no star out of them. He made a mistake. One of the rare mistakes that he made was giving Rigondeaux Nonito Donaire. He made that mistake with Rigondeaux Nonito Donaire. Bob was like, damn it, I thought he could. I bet he was hot with his matchmakers. He's like, oh, the size difference. The size difference should have made up for that. But he misread it. He misrepresented that. He underestimated Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's the only reason Guillermo Rigondeaux got Nonito Donaire. But dude, Nonito Donaire is much bigger than Guillermo Rigondeaux. But they thought that I believe that they thought that they could get away with that. And that went pop. And he threw Guillermo Rigondeaux in the trash for that. The trash for beating that dude. For blowing his Nonito Donaire thing. Because he thought Nonito Donaire was going to be the next Pacquiao. Because they looking for that Pacquiao. That's why Monster Inoue is ranked that high in the pound for pound list. Because they think they got a Pacquiao. They think that they want to recreate Pacquiao. But you can't recreate Pacquiao without a Mayweather. But go ahead and let Manny Pacquiao, go ahead and let Monster Inoue get his Floyd. Tank. Let him fight Tank. And so we can end that real quick in brutal ass fashion. Yeah, are you talking about Guillermo? Yeah, he ruined Guillermo Rigondeaux's career, man. Ruined it. And then the way that the PBC is set up, all those other dudes duck Rigondeaux too. It's a big ass duck season. Big duck. Him and Luis Ortiz. Super ducked. Super ducked. I said without Mayweather. Yeah, I don't even go with the juice stuff because I can't prove it. I can't prove it. But I know this, you fight Errol Spence Jr., you're going to be getting the tests. That's the WBC, because that would be for the WBC. You getting them tests. You getting all them tests. All them tests. Let me see something. Let me see something. Getting all them tests. Let me do, dang, I want to smoke the cigar, man. See, I had this damn cigar now. Now I feel like, okay, WBA, WBO, WBO. He fought for the dub. Oh, wow. You know what? You're right. He's never unified. You're right. He never unified. Yeah, he was. He was unified with Juan Manuel Marquez in a split draw for the WBA. How did that happen? Oh, no, but he never won the belt. That was a draw. He didn't get the belt. But then he beat Eric Morales. No, then he lost to Eric Morales in a unification fight. But though, there it is. There it is. Nope, he didn't do that either. Agapito Sanchez, that was a technical decision draw. You're right. He never did unify. He's never been a unified champion. Every time he tried to unify, he lost. IBF and the WBO, technical draw. He didn't win. Another one, the WBA and the IBF, he had a draw in that unification fight. And then in Eric Morales, he was fighting for the vacant WBC, but that was international, so that's not one anyway. So that wasn't even a championship fight, really. Miguel Cotto, WBO and the Diamond belt, so that's not a belt. And then Mayweather for a unified, and he's ain't fought for the WBC in forever. Yeah, he ain't ever fought. He ain't had a WBC since the clean boxing program. And you're right, I stand corrected. He's never been a unified champion. Not just undisputed. He's never been a unified champion. He fought for it in the WBC and lost to Mayweather. For now, why are people not talking about murderous road that Spence going through to unify? They don't see it. Errol Spence has fought now Keith Thurman, but he lost. But he fought. That's some good fighters, man. That he's fought good four very solid fighters. One guy, not so much. But Kell Brook was no joke. Lamont Peterson, very solid fighter in Lamont Peterson. Mikey Garcia, very, very solid fighter. I think he's a drained welterweight. Some people think he's a blown up lightweight. Personally, I just think he's a drained welterweight. You see how he looks in the fights when he was fighting at 126? How drawn he was? Or a drawn 140. Maybe a drawn 140. Something like that. Yeah, drawn 140 might be the better way to phrase that. Jay Good, EJ should be the WBC diamond holder, which means nothing. Also from the Mikey fight. But I wonder if it still constitute opponents being tested by VADA if he was not fighting Sean. I don't know. That's a good question. He's being tested by VADA now. I don't think he's juicing. I just think people got obsessed about the dude's nipples, which is amazing to me. Y'all, hey, Kylie Brown, yeah, man, let me smash the like button. We got 351 people in the building. We got less than 200 likes. Get them to let me get them likes over 200. That's my dude. I can't wait to drop that super chat on my man Blue Blood Sports TV. Remember, he's coming back on. His live stream's gonna be in Sundays. Coming back on sometime in September. So the lineup gets that much stronger in the LDBC with him back doing his thing. Make sure you go. Remember, figure out when it is when he announces that he's going to go live. Again, remember to really, man, bless that dude in them super chats for the time that he's been out putting that work in. His suspension is on the 28th, I believe. September 28th, if that's what they say. I just haven't had a chance to check out. Well, he hasn't had a show. Damn, I'm like, shit, I haven't been able to check out a show, but he hasn't had a show. That would explain it. I know that's what I'm saying. Bud needs to leave Top Rank. He will. They all do. Or he's going to get thrown away. Remember, Bud, I think they're going to try to feed him to somebody. They're going to put his ass in a real bad situation. Yeah, he will. When it's time, when they put him in that bad situation, trust me, they're going to put him in a bad situation. What's August 28th? Oh, August 28th. Okay, not September 28th. August 28th. I thought that was a long ass way away. No, man, Fanon, you ready for Fury out of Wild? No, man, that's the fight of the day. That's going to be the fight of the day. Dog, let me add another record. Man, that's going to be one of the all-time great fights of that day. It is going to be one of the best fights to ever happen on the day that fight takes place. Let me give you one of them ESPN records. Bomac claims he retired in 2 years. Hey, dude, I'll believe he gets out of that. I believe that Venus flytrap lets his ass out when I see him out. Okay? When I see him out, then I believe he's out. But no, just like that scumbag that I talked about that's trying to pull this crap on this guy that I work with, I'll believe it when I see it. This dude that I'm talking about trying to run up a fucking bill in hopes that he can threaten you. My counsel says that they believe I have a good chance to win. Well, tell your counsel to write me a letter. And then we'll sit down and talk about it with your counsel. If you got counsel and if you can afford to pay him. Okay? Because I don't believe you can afford to pay him. Trying to get over. Anyway, I believe him when he gets out of that. I believe he gets out that Venus flytrap when I see him out that Venus flytrap. Okay? And if he don't catch it by now, damn, Andy Ruiz was about to get evicted from his house, screwing around with Bob Arum, who wouldn't get him a fight. Made him go overseas to New Zealand to get robbed by Joseph Parker, and then wouldn't let him eat. Because, he doesn't fit the portfolio. He doesn't look good. You can't sell a chubby Mexican heavyweight. He doesn't sell. He can fight, but he doesn't sell. You know what I mean? Rags to riches exactly. Rags to riches for Ruiz. Now Ruiz is in a great situation. You say, you don't leave Uncle Bob without a loss, man. Come on, man. You know damn well they got that dude tied up on something. They gonna have you tied up on something. And if they don't have you tied up on something, they're going to put you in court and make you spend all kind of money on some shit that they know ain't even true just for the hell of having you bound up in arbitration. Right? What happens if they just make some shit up and put you in arbitration? And then like, okay, yeah, who's the arbiter? Oh, it's the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And the Nevada State Athletic Commission says that, you're bound for another 2 years or whatever type of crap they can make up, dude. Bud making his fans look crazy right now. I mean, Bud ain't, man, I'm trying to separate Bud because I think Bud told the truth. People just getting mad at me because Bud told the truth. Okay, Bud told the truth. He told the truth. Me being with Top Rank is keeping me from getting these fights. That's what he said. But oh no, you didn't listen to the whole other conversation about how he said it was egos with PBC. And it was egos, and it was them whether or not what network it was going to be on. Dog, Terence Crawford has no standing to talk about what PBC's issues are. The only people that he knows is the Top Rank. Is Terence Crawford having conversations and Bomac having conversations with Al Heyman about the fight? If not, they can't even speak to what the PBC issues are. All they can do is guess about what they may be. But he does know Bob Arum. He does know Bob Arum. So of the people that he was talking about that he actually knows, the only people that he was talking about that he actually communicates with is Top Rank. But y'all want to throw in his suppositions about the PBC as if they're fact. Nah, dog. The only person that he has standing to talk about is the Top Rank side. And y'all get mad at me. And y'all get mad at me because I pointed it out. He says, Joe Rogan says, well, why isn't the fight happening? Paraphrasing. Well, It's the promoters. Oh, so you think it's the business side? Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Well, I think it's like, what network is it going to be on? And then Joe Rogan says, egos? Leading question, right? Egos in a question, right? Then Bomac said, yeah, egos. Terence Crawford says, yeah, egos. And then they say, also Terence Crawford says, I don't know. You gotta ask them, right? Gotta ask the PBC. I don't know. Gotta ask the PBC, which tells you he don't know what the PBC thinks. He don't know what the PBC thinks. He says it's both networks. It's PBC and Top Rank, and the networks Fox and ESPN, right? And then he says that it's because he's with Top Rank that he's not getting these fights, right? These are paraphrases. So then you look at it and you say, well, who does he actually know? Who does he actually have standing to talk about? Is he negotiating? Does he talk to Fox? No. Has he talked that I know of? Has he talked to BBC? No, because he said he's never had conversations with the PBC. So he doesn't know. He's supposing with them, but he knows Top Rank. Does Bud talk to Top Rank? Yes, he does. Does he talk and know people at ESPN? Yes, he does. He fights on ESPN. So, of all the people that he actually knows that he made those statements about, it's Top Rank. He's guessing about what's going on over there at the PBC. But y'all get all mad because I said that he admits that Top Rank's holding the fight up. And he did. Because he said Top Rank, me being with Top Rank, is the reason that the fight's not happening. And he said he thinks it's not a money issue. No, there's plenty of money in it. I don't think it's a money issue. I think it's what network gets what. So if Top Rank won't agree to what Bob Arum is saying, what PBC wants, then it's Top Rank holding the fight up. I had a guy that came to my channel named Bob Dixon. You're a liar. You're a liar. What I lie about? What I lie about? Still waiting on him, Bob Dixon. I'm still waiting on you to tell me what I was lying about. I ain't lying. You just don't like how I interpreted the facts. You just don't like my interpretation of what he said. And my interpretation of what he said was very, very fair. He doesn't know. He said he doesn't know what the PBC thinks. So right there, anything that he says about the PBC is him guessing. He said that he's guessing. He doesn't. Do you know what's hope? I don't know. You got to ask them. Have you ever talked to the PBC? No. So you don't know what the PBC is thinking or what they said? No. He doesn't know. But what he said about Top Rank, though, he has the ability to say it because that's his promotional company. Okay? That's his promotional company. Terence Crawford said, love your show. You're the realest. And King Louie. Much love, man. Much love. Super chat from both of y'all. Hey, but don't like it. Don't hate me. Don't hate on me for telling you that. Because that's the truth. You just want to go with, oh, he said it was both of them. You know what the biggest piece of crap is? The biggest piece of crap argument that you hear in boxing? It's both sides is the last refuge of a scoundrel. It's both of them. Is the last refuge, is the last excuse of a scoundrel. We debated for months and months who is ducking who. Is it Deontay Wilder or is it Anthony Joshua? We've been saying, oh, it's Deontay Wilder. They said Deontay Wilder. We say Anthony Joshua. As things pan out and it becomes blatantly obvious and where you can't even argue about it anymore, that Anthony Joshua was ducking that fight, then all of a sudden the people who were blaming Deontay Wilder solely now want to say, oh, it's just both of them. It's just both of them. Nah, dog. It's Anthony Joshua wasn't making that fight. It's Bob Arum is the one that is not making those fights. Because he's the one that has always been doing that. That's his MO. Also, these cats are always talking about how PBC don't make any fights. They don't fight anybody. The PBC never makes any good fights. Really? No good fights like Errol Spence versus Sean Porter? What fight is Top Rank put on that matches Errol Spence, Sean Porter? I'm waiting. What fight have they put on that has been as competitive, two champions in the same weight division, both in their prime, fighting? What Top Rank card has had a fight like that on it? With David Benavidez and Andre Dirrell. Name one. You won't be able to do it because there isn't one. Name one that has even had a card as good as Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. Name one that has been as good as Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, or Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder, or Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. The World Boxing Super Series, maybe the World Boxing Super Series with some of their champions, some of their fights. But the PBC are the ones that aren't ever making any fights. But the PBC are the ones that are not making any fights. PBC, this fight alone, yeah, exactly, on Top Rank. But yeah, the list goes on and on and on. But they get selective. They get selective memory when it comes to that. Big time selective memory when it comes to that. Oh, your mama Cyber. This guy Fanon is a clown. Oh, this guy Fanon is a clown. Why are you talking to me? Your mama's side piece. Who are you, dude? Who is this dude? No, you know what we'll do for you, Mr. Dude, whatever your name is. How do you block somebody? Block. This dude for not. How are you comparing Loma's numbers? Compare Loma's numbers to Gervonta Davis's. How can you? Hey, he's gonna be on the app. How you gonna do that, dumbass? How you gonna do that? And I will. Gervonta Davis's numbers is better because Lomachenko did 1.7 million off of like 80 million viewers. There's 80 million viewers for ESPN, and he did 1.7. There's less than 8 million. There's less than 8 million Showtime subscribers, and they did 400,000, 500,000. Easy money, dummy. Easy money, dummy. This guy Fanaz a clown. They like me. They like me. That's what it is. They like me. They like the conversation. They feel lonely. They feel lonely sometimes, but they know they love it. Who else can make them that mad? Several other people can make them that mad. I know there are other people that can make them that mad. Yeah, dog. Came to your senses, huh, boy? Came to your senses and stopped wasting your time, huh? I was going to love that. Watching your shit just falter. Fucking around. Easy work. Yeah, real easy work, dude. Real easy work, man. Real easy work. It's unreal how Lomo makes pro boxers quit, though. When was the last time Floyd, when he made somebody quit? He ain't made nobody quit at lightweight. He ain't make anybody quit at lightweight. He beat him. He didn't make nobody quit at lightweight. He was fighting overmatched fighters. They had nobody else that they could fight. That as a Lomachenko fan, I would never compliment him for that. Because the people that quit had no business fighting him. First of all, the guys that quit Nicholas Walters had been out of the ring for a year, and was coming off a draw against Jason Sosa. He wasn't even allowed to have a good fight to prepare him for. And he was like, nope. And then you have Miguel Mariaga. Miguel Mariaga never fought at that weight class before, and lost his fight that he did fight before that at the weight class below. And Jason Sosa was is a journeyman. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a 118-pounder who's blown up. It's terrible mismatches. When he got to lightweight, these guys ain't quitting. And I'm not saying these guys trying to win like Anthony Corrala, but he's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. The dude's a great fighter. The guy's a great fighter. I don't want to. JoJo Ghost, y'all be having pointless conversations. PBC and Top Rank holding up a super fight, and y'all LDBC clowns think is going to make it not be the fact. You're a moron. We're saying it's a fact, stupid, that the fight's being held up. Why would we think that that's not going to make it a fact? When you troll, try to be coherent. Don't contradict yourself in your own troll. Okay? You're saying that the fight's going to get held up because there's two. We're saying the fight's held up. I'm saying the fight's held up. Everybody knows the fight's not happening. You think that we believe that we're going to talk our way into having the fight happen? No. We're saying Top Rank's holding it up. You're saying PBC and Top Rank. And I'm telling you, that's the refuge of a liar. You trying to put it on both people. Put it on Top Rank where it belongs. Put it on Top Rank and leave it there. If I said it was just a PBC, a clown like you would agree with that. Oh, the PBC's holding up the fight. Yep, the PBC's holding up the fight. Oh, Top Rank is holding up the fight. Oh no, it's both Top Rank and the PBC. They're both doing it. Yeah, right, whatever, dude. Now, that was a straw man argument that I used, but I don't care enough about you to actually listen and think about what you got to say. So get ghost, JoJo. I said, I swear they wake up every day and trying to hate on the LDBC. Yeah, absolutely they do. They wake up not trying, they do it. They go to sleep doing it. See, Skillet's Cuz say, you think Crawford joined Top Rank to chase an in-house fight with Pacquiao when he was with Top Rank? He been calling out Pac since 135. No, I think he get paid a lot of money. Top Rank signed him to a contract. Top Rank signed him to a contract, gave him an opportunity. He was signed with a smaller promoter. I think it's All Star Boxing. I could be wrong about what the name of it is. But he was signed with some other manager and promoter, and they sold the contract to Top Rank. Terence Crawford didn't come out the Olympics. He wasn't Olympic. He didn't come out like Errol Spence came out. He was never. See, Terence Crawford is not like Errol Spence in that regard. He was not coveted coming out of the amateurs. He's very good, but he was not coveted. He was not somebody that Oscar De La Hoya wasn't knocking on his door. Shelly Finkel wasn't knocking on his door. Bob Arum wasn't knocking at his door. That's Errol Spence. Errol Spence was the guy like everybody wanted. Just remember that. And that's something that Errol Spence threw in Terence Crawford's face, not so subtly, by the way. Your boss wanted to sign me. Like, you remember when they went back and forth in that little confrontation they had? That's what Errol Spence Jr. told him. He wanted me. He didn't even want you. You came out the amateurs, he didn't want you. And here's truth be told. If Bob Arum tomorrow morning could wake up and switch fighters, if he could wake up and switch fighters, he'd get rid of Terence Crawford for Errol Spence. He'd get rid of him. Straight up. And why do you say that, Fanon? Because of the style. Because of the style. Errol Spence Jr. is stylistically, he's a killer. It's devastating, beat up, devastating domination, and running through somebody like a truck. Errol Spence came out of the Olympics like, yeah, that's the man. Bud came out like, oh, who should we sign? You know any good fighters we can sign? And Mike Garcia said, oh, yeah, I fought this guy named Terence Crawford. He's good. Yeah, you might want to sign him. And they went and said, oh, okay, yeah, he looks pretty good. We'll take him. That's night and day, homie. That's night and day. That's Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler type of thing. And I think the biggest problem that Bud's going to have is lack of fighting top competition. I think that's if he fights Errol Spence Jr. Say Errol Spence Jr. and him meet after Errol Spence Jr. If Errol Spence Jr. is able to beat Sean Porter and he's able to beat Manny Pacquiao, and then they meet for unification, Errol Spence Jr. would have fought a lot tougher guys. Fought a lot higher level guy. Terence Crawford's fighting a lot of mismatches. Just being real. It might be mismatches because Terence Crawford's so much better than them, but you know you're walking in the door, it's a mismatch. What's going to happen? Like he's not had a fight like a Kell Brook. He's not had a Kell Brook-like fight, especially at that weight class. Errol Spence would just murder Jeff Horn. That's not even. It'd just be. I think that's the problem for Terence Crawford against Errol Spence. Is definitely over the course of the next year, he's not going to get tested at all, and it's going to be a huge step up. Now it'll be a step up for Errol too, I do believe, but not as big because he would have fought Kell Brook, he would have fought Mikey Garcia, he would have fought Kell Brook, fought Mikey Garcia, and fought Sean Porter. The style though is different because I don't think Errol is going to have fought anybody that style. Beside the closest thing, which is not a really good comparison, would be like, you know, Chris Algieri or a Chris Van Erden, somebody like that moves a little bit. But yeah, the quality of opposition, Errol Spence with the Sean Porter fight, if he's able to really get through Sean Porter, man, that ain't no joke. Sean Porter's the real deal, dog. Sean Porter's the real deal. For him to get past Ugas and for him to get past Danny Garcia, he's a legitimate fighter, man. He's a legitimate top-tier fighter. Savage Henry, Khan looked good on paper to a degree, but who thought he'd quit? He didn't look good on paper, Savage Henry. He looked like Amir Khan. As soon as I looked at that piece of paper, I said, that's Amir Khan. He's been exposed. There's no mystery there about how you beat him. You hit him. And he quit before he got knocked out because he didn't want to get sprawled out again. Man, Amir Khan ain't no real fight, man. Amir Khan wasn't no real fight. Jose Benavidez, come on, man. No. The fight, Igis Klimas is a better fight. I think this guy, Igis Klimas, is a better fight than Khan and David Benavidez. From what I've seen, with a limited amount that I've seen of him. Jeff Horn is the best competition that he's faced at 147 pounds. Jeff Horn is probably the best competition that he's fought since Victor Postol. And he fought Victor Postol some years ago. But that's my take. Why Terrence not fighting Danny? Because Danny don't want to get beat up. Danny Garcia don't want to get Bob got to have to pay Danny Garcia a lot of money to go in there and fight him. Because Danny Garcia got enough money in the bank where he don't got to fight. He ain't got to fight if he don't want to. That free agency is a killer, man. That free agency is a killer because it allows those guys to stick that to stack the dough. Danny Garcia ain't got to fight. Danny Garcia knows that he could fight Sean Porter again. Danny Garcia might get a fight with Manny Pacquiao, and I believe, quite honestly, that Danny Garcia is more likely to get a fight with Manny Pacquiao than Errol Spence is. That's who I'm looking for Manny Pacquiao to fight next. Is Danny Garcia. I'm sure Mikey Garcia would have liked that fight, but Mike Garcia, coming off that shellacking he took, you know, he's got to get something else up underneath there. Thurman going to fight Errol next if he wins against Porter. He's not going to duck anymore, son. He's not going to duck anymore, son. Thurman ducking ass looking for paydays now. No, he'll duck. He'll duck. He'll be throwing it all in trash can. He'll duck. Free will is a beast. Yeah, it is. It's a beast when you can do what you want to do. You got when a boxer with a ton of money in the bank can't make him do anything. That's what Eddie Hearn's learning. Dog, you acting like that. Not what he paid. You paid Andy Ruiz $6 million. That dude was about to get evicted. Okay, not fighting for 2 years. You think you're going to be able to push him around when he's got millions of dollars in the bank, and he knows the next fight that he makes, regardless, he's going to get millions of dollars for? Andy Ruiz is a multi-million-dollar fighter now. Fanon, pay Danny $7 million and he will go. They keep offering money like he's making now. Yeah, but they're not going to make that money. They're not paying. They're not going to play. They're not going to pay Terence Crawford that. They definitely ain't about to. They definitely ain't about to do that. Oh. Hey, sweetie, I'll call you back. Is it really important? What's up? Sorry about that. Wife and husband goals, man. Oh, no, that's my daughter. She's asking about something about school. Oh, the flute brigade. Y'all are funny. PBC is in the business of boxing fights, then Wilder fighting Ortiz. Yeah. Man, these dudes just whatever, man. You're the promoter you like sucks. Top Rank's fighters suck. Top Rank has two fighters. Golden Boy has 1.5 fighters. I'll count Virgil Ortiz, but they got one fighter in Canelo Alvarez. Top Rank got 2 fighters. Matchroom has no damn body right now. And the PBC has the entire 154-pound division, the entire 147-pound division, with exception of Terence Crawford. Own all the belts in the heavyweight division. Sit. Top rank has the lightweights. Dude, Rougarou is with somebody else. Rougarou gonna wind up with the PBC though. Watch Rougarou wind up with the PBC though. When he gets to 147, I'm nervous for the Josh Taylor fight though. But look, man, I got to get out of here. Money Pal is the man, yes sir. He's fighting on Fox. Money Pal the 4th, yes sir. Exactly. PBC has prime real estate in the 2 most lucrative divisions, heavyweight and welterweight. And they're going to try to find a way to get that back, dog. They're going to try. It ain't going to work, though. Yes, sir. Prograde is with DeBella. Yeah, so it's going to wind up. I mean, DeBella, I heard that he doesn't work with the PBC anymore, but that's just what I heard. I'll see. We'll see what happens. He might not be doing the promotion for the I'll be interested to know what that's about, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got to get out of here. I got to call my daughter back. Much love to everybody in the super chat. Much love to everybody that supports. Definitely check out my man KQKC Boxing coming up next. And with that, I'm out. Peace.